Now let's talk about the structure. This is our CCU, and this is our extension CCU. And I'm going to show you the structure of the CCU first. This MyIn interface is to connect wireless microphone system. This green interface is the RS485 interface for camera control. And this interface is RS232 to connect PC. And this 4 interface is for video input. We can connect up to 4 pieces SD camera. And this 2 interface is for video output. And this 25-pin cable interface is to connect interpreter units. And this 25-pin cable interface is to connect GONSIN simultaneous interpretation system. This is the power socket. And this 4 interface is for audio input and output, which connect to mixer and amplifier. Now please look at these 5 ports and these 5 ports. They have the same function and connection. And what's the difference between them? These 5 ports is for 8-pin cable connection. For 8-pin cable, we have the discussion unit and discussion unit with floating function. And for 13-pin cable, we have the full function conference units and the discussion unit with interpretation function. Because I will tell you the connection for the full function conference units later, so I will explain these 5 ports with you, because left and right ports have the same function and connection. So now let's have a look at this. These 4 ports, 1, 2, 3, 4, is to connect CCU with our conference units. Each interface can link up to 15 microphone units, that is 15 conference units. So the total system can support up to 60 conference units, that is 60. And if the system is exceeding 60 conference units, we need to expand our function with the extension CCU. So this rule-out port is to connect the extension CCU. Now let's have a look at our extension CCU. This is the power port. And also at the left part, this 5 ports is for 8-pin cable connection, and this 5 ports at the right is for 13-pin cable connection. And as you can see, this 1, 2, 3. Each port connects to the extension CCU to the conference units. And for this rule-in port is to connect the previous CCU or the previous extension CCU. And this ruled-out port is to connect the next extension CCU. Now I'm going to show you the connection with our CCU to our full function microphone unit, which has the interpretation function. So we use a 13-pin cable for the connection. So this is the port. These 4 ports is for connect the CCU to the conference units. So we choose one of these ports. One end of the 13-pin cable connect to one of these ports. Each line can support up to 15 conference units, that is 15. And the other end of this 13-pin cable connect to T cable of the conference units. As you can see, this is our T cable. It is for interconnection between the microphones. So one end of this T cable connect to the extension cable of the CCU or the previous T cable of the previous conference units. And the middle end connect to this microphone unit. And the other end connect to the next conference units. And then if the system is more than 60 microphone units, then we need the extension CCU for the expansion. So we use the extension cable. See this rule out port from the CCU. One end of the cable put here, and then the other ends of cable input in this rule in interface. If for more expansion, and then this rule out port is for the connection for the next extension CCU. Now let's have a look at this 20-pin cable interface. This one is to connect our interpreter console. So this is our 20-pin cable interface. So we input here. So this is a simple setup of our system.